There are just 2 races left to win a DNQ championship, and tonight is going to be a hard road to win that championship. It's the Nite Stalker Designs Race Night, and tonight it's on a very special dirt road course. Let's go down and talk to LJ McCleary. And looking at that Hall of Fame career of LJ McCleary in DNQ, LJ, you made the DNQ Hall of Fame. I know probably one of the greatest accolades you've ever had in racing. Past Cup champion. I mean, you're back here racing now after a little bit of a break. Running the road course here tonight. You've run this race before. What's a little bit different with the treads?
Basically, just got to toss it in there, let it slide a little bit. Definitely adds a little bit of fun to the factor. I love it. So looking forward to tonight.
What did you learn in the test yesterday? We saw a lot of guys try a bunch of different things, a lot of gearing changes. What was the one thing that you hit on in the test?
We played with track width and stuff like that in the rear and learned some stuff, a bunch of air pressure stuff, and obviously gear and all that. So I'm looking forward to it. I felt like we were pretty decent, got a shot at a top 5. So
people always tell me how much fun it is to drive this racetrack. They come out here, they go, I cannot wait to race this because it is so much fun. Is that the case?
Oh, absolutely. I hate that I missed the first one. I kind of at first was questioning it. This is stupid, but it's probably the funnest race of the year.
LJ McCleary, Hall of Famer in DNQ, still out there getting it done. He's going to try to get another win in the Escape Bowl Cup Series feature tonight. And welcome in Bill Chester and Jay-Z. And guys, we just talked to LJ McCleary, but he was a Hall of Famer this year, class of 2021, and here are some of his stats, and a great ambassador for this Hall of Fame class.
Yeah, just an all-around great guy too, clean racer, and gets it done. I mean, he was, no matter what class, he's raced about damn near all of them. But back when we had the big hogged out motors, he was right there winning races, transferred to these smaller Predator motors, still winning races, Cup motors, whatever, you name it, he's in there. And I mean, 4th all-time in Cup Series wins. That pretty much says it right there. 55 Cup starts over however many seasons we've been racing. It seems like he's been there for almost all of them. I mean, he is the cornerstone of what DNQ is.
He's been around a long time. Like I said, Bill cut his teeth in the hog motor class. Whacked some of the other Hall of Famers that are already in there with him back then. Wins up and down. He's been around so long, his notebook is thicker than Tyler Young's wallet at this point. You know what I mean? He's been doing pretty good for himself. He's one of the few to start really bringing aero into the series. Remember, he used to run that splitter on the front of his go-kart there for a while in the big open class. And people can follow in suit. So he's a trendsetter. If you got to model yourself after someone in the pits, you'd be hard-pressed to find someone better than LJ McCleary.
One of the smoothest and cleanest racers in DNQ history. Well, let's go down and talk to a future Hall of Famer in Mike Melton. We're down here with Mike Melton, who is the leader in the USAC Series points. Mike, you're 15 points ahead of Charlie King, and after that race at the Iredell County Fair, looks like you really hit your stride at the end of that race. We're going for a championship here tonight. You can drop this race, but you can't drop the last one. What's the strategy going into this thing?
Stay in front of the 62. Really, he's the only guy we're racing. But all in all, is come out here and start in the front, get a good qualifying spot, and just stay on line, man. Stay on course. We saw it was pretty rough last night, but I think we'll be okay. Actually, me and Charlie, just like usual, our times were stacked up right on top of each other again. So he's a good competitor. So he's going to be tough to beat, man. So we just got to stay on top of our stuff, and it's ours. I didn't say it's ours to win, but it's definitely ours to lose if we don't keep it straight. So we just try to come out here with a clean night and keep some points. So
talk about that test last night. You were part of that test session. What did you learn, or what was one of the biggest changes you made in the USAC cart?
Tire pressure was the biggest thing we learned. I think because the carts are so much heavier than anything out here, and then you have so much more roll on the top. What we wanted to run for left side air pressure wasn't getting it done, and so we just kind of had to think outside the box and just try something. And it's good to have teammates. Me and Steven both went out kind of on the same package but a little different testing. We felt like what he did was a little bit better. I didn't get to go back out and try it, but at least it gives us a starting point for tonight. So that's the biggest thing. We didn't really change anything else. I mean, it's ready to go left just as good as it can right, you know. But air pressure was the biggest thing we learned with the champ cart. So hopefully it'll pay off. We'll see.
This multi-car team hoping for a win here tonight in USAC and a championship in the last race of the season. Thanks, Mike. And we'll go. We want to thank our sponsor for tonight's race, Nite Stalker Designs by Stephen Willis. And if you want any kind of hero cards done, check them out. I mean, they're really good, and they make some really good products.
I don't know if they make commentator hero cards, but I'm pretty sure we'd be out of them before we even got through the first race.
If my wife's watching, this is a great Father's Day present. Just put a big picture of me on there, hero, drinking a beer, mowing the lawn. Celebrate me. Put me up there. Put me on a pedestal.
I want to thank Nite Stalker Designs for their sponsorship. And we're talking about hero cards. Let's go down to a hero in the USAC series, Charlie King. Well, we just talked to the points leader, Mike Melton, the USAC series. We're down here at second place, Charlie Kingen. A 15-point deficit to the leader in points right now. A road course here, first time ever running it. You were here for the test last night. What did you learn, and how do you feel about it for tonight?
I feel good coming into this. Just got to learn to keep my patience and calm and be smooth. I feel like we're not out of this ball game yet. We still got one more race. Keep ourselves clean. I think we have a chance. All we need is one win, as you've seen. Bridesmaid every freaking time. We're working on that right now.
Yeah, the Winston Cup point system, though, is a point system that we use, honors people that run consistently well on the top of the field. So last race you couldn't drop. You got wrecked at the end of the race. Struggled a little bit at the end of that thing, but what did you learn from running the fair?
Patience. Patience and biting my tongue and working with what I had to make best and wait till the end. And hope that it worked out right, and it was the last lap that just burned us right there. We had the run to be able to finish fourth, and some people up in the front want to tangle up with each other. It's okay.
What did you learn? We talked to Mike Melton. He told us some of the changes that he had that made speed in his car last night. What were some of the things that you made speed with last night?
We played a little bit with the tires grooving. We played with a little bit of aerodynamics and learning how to drive. This is actually the first time I have drove a dirt road course. Been spending a lot of time at the GoPro and spent a lot of laps there and learning a lot with a couple of people trying to help me out to learn. Don't overdrive the corners. Don't overdrive, and that's where I'm having the problem at. I'm wanting to charge so hard.
We hear about how much fun this racetrack is. LJ McCleary says it's the most fun racetrack he's ever driven on. From your perspective, how is it?
It's different. It's a mind game, learning to which corner you're in every time. It's trying to remember what did you do on that corner, what did you do on this corner. Remember where you're at and keep it consistently smooth every time. It's challenging and it's fun. It's fun. I like challenges.
Charlie Kingen has a challenge, 15 points back heading into this feature tonight. He's got a chance to close that deficit. All right, let's check out the Escape Pool Cleaning Cup Series news and notes. Stroop is going to take advantage of this drop race tonight, which he can do. Welsh and Showalter a pretty far second and third points.
Sorry, I was distracted.
You're good. I don't give a shit.
Which Stroop were we talking about?
Nick Stroop.
Okay. Yeah, Nick Stroop, he's been the man to beat in the Escape Pool Cleaning Cup Series, and using his drop tonight is probably smart because this is the toughest race of the season.
I'd like to see him show up and cut his teeth. I mean, we got Welch and Showalter. They're second and third. I believe they're here tonight. They're ready to win and try to close it down and see what they can do. Eric Riggins is the best to do it. He's been kind of absent so far this year in 2021, but it'll be a good race. I'm excited to see what a Escape Pool Cleaning Cup Series has to offer on the intercourse this evening.
Escape Pool Cleaning Cup Series starting lineup. Ryan Ayers via the invert will be on the pole with Robert Showalter on the outside pole.
Row number 2, Mickey Roop and the king himself, LJ McCleary.
Row number 3, we got Mark Ellis and CJ Winslow.
Mickey Harshar and Zach Campoloni in the next row.
Cross-side Craig Smith and Chris Minot.
Row 6, Stephen Broy, the fan favorite, and Curtis Markham in the 20.
Here is the Cup Series, 4 10s to wait. I'm sick of, I'll just remake the graphic next year.
next year we
Chris,
won't
no
do it.
I'm a busy man. Give me a break. I'm also very lazy when it comes to graphics. One and done. If it gets made wrong, it's wrong the whole time. Well, if you might be a little confused, thought we were on the road course, but we're under caution. These guys run the full track to just save time, and that's what they're doing right here. And I'm really excited for this race, and the Nite Stalker Designs in-car camera will be Robert Showalter. They're going to get a lot of action from this thing.
Who doesn't love the intercourse? And speaking of action, Bobby Showtime gets plenty of it.
And if you look at the horseshoe around there, or the loop-de-loop, as Ashley was calling it, we made that straightaway longer so the guys weren't driving up the hill in 1 and 2, so that is one change there. The Eddie DeHunt Money Clip corner is a little bit longer now. As we get ready to go green, and they're going to hook a left in the Dr. Fauci left-hand turn, and there's a new mask man.
Yeah, and we got a couple around right there. That's CJ Winslow goes around. A little bit too hard of a left turn there, CJ.
Yeah, we get local cautions here tonight as they're side by side entering the Jack Bailey bus stop, and Ryan Ayers is going to steal.
And McCleary's trying to make a name for himself. He's getting roughed up here. Joe Walter gives him a shove going down into 1 as they head into the money clip.
Yeah, I'm off my game this morning.
Sorry, they turn left there at the money clip. A faster road course here tonight. A lot of the guys said they had to change the gearing, and another new thing is these jumps. There's curbs in the racetrack now. We used to put cones out, people would run them over. So now tonight we have some mega dirt curbs, Jay-Z, and that you see them hopping them trying to gain speed. Do you think it's faster?
I think if we come on board here with the Nite Stalker Designs in-cart with Bobby Showtime, this will be a good driver to follow. What they're trying to do here, Bob, is straighten out that Jack Bailey bus stop. They don't want to cut the wheel as hard as they have to, so they can run over that bump, straighten out that corner, get a straight shot off, look at better acceleration and better lap time.
Bill, what does that do to the chassis when they start hitting those corners and loading it up?
Well, it usually bends them, so these boys are going to have to check these chassis out. Maybe throughout even the night, you know, if you get a big hit there in a heat race or something, you see Bobby Showtime jumping that thing, you take a big hit there, it'll tweak it and bend the cross right out of that thing. And, you know, oh, we got something that looks like a pipe maybe in the Dr. Fauci left turn. Who knows what's in that thing?
Might have been a syringe.
Pipe, syringe, yeah. Anything gets the job done.
We better watch what we say on here because YouTube's going to block our channel if we start talking too many things about that. Yeah, you got to watch it. There's a whole field here. It's starting to spread out a little bit, which happens here in the road course. We got somebody off the track in the bus stop, but Matt, Jeremy Burnett and Ashley do such a good job with this racetrack. You see LJ hook the berm there. Creating a racetrack out of their racetrack for one race a year, I got to give hats off to them for even doing the work to make this race.
Yeah, and it's gotten better and better every single year as we see Eddie DeHunt's money clip a little bit longer than we're used to seeing. I'm sure Stephanie will have something to say about that shortly.
Look at Ayers and Bobby Showtime trying to put on a good show. Nite Stalker Designs picked a great night to sponsor. As the track prep's on point, the money clip's looking good, and Ayers tried to roll the middle. That early entry didn't pay off. Showtime shoves it around the outside. He's going to get a good drive off. Can he get it done before the bus stop?
Jack passes Jack Bailey's ex-girlfriends and maybe his ex-wife there through the bus stop. Sorry. That's meant in love. That's meant in love.
Hugs and kisses.
It seems like when these guys... It seems like when they exit the money clip here, if you exit low, they start to hop, and the guy that runs the outside actually has a better run. That's what Showtime is able to get the job done there. And, oh my gosh, dude. Unbelievable bus stops here in the dirt mounds. I mean, right at the end of the Jack Bailey bus stop, it is always a good time. You never know what you're going to encounter out there. There might be some loose women trying to pick you up right at the end of that thing.
Yeah, I think I saw Panda and Tyler Young standing at the edge of that bus stop there. They're just trying to pick up whatever's left over. And, man, another big hop. Everybody's destroying that curb on the exit.
Mickey Roop and P4, Jay-Z, having a good night. His crew chief, Ronnie Carroll, doing a great job as he demolishes a cone.
Yeah, you know, he's using up all the racetrack as he should. He's got that nice wide exit from the money clips, a nice straight shot down the banking, get a run. He's put on a good show tonight. You know, Mickey Roop, he's top 5 fighting for it, but running good on the road course says something about your skill set here. So good for him so far.
Yeah, and his crew chief is Ronnie Carroll, Bill, and that's somebody who's won the ARCA championship before, so he knows a lot about go-karts.
Yeah, this track in particular always seems to pull out the guys that you don't expect to win. We've seen these road course ringers come up here in DNQ and get it done before, but over the years, that has been getting grown out of. You see these guys that are constantly running up front on the ovals now getting the intercourse.
Yeah, long gone are the days of Ron Fellows and Boris Said showing up. Guys like Mickey Roop are getting it done now on their own, just with the seat time they're getting and the notebooks of the likes of Ronnie Carroll and Team Reaper. It's exciting to see.
Right now, what's exciting to see is a Hall of Famer leading this race. Usually people that are in the Hall of Fame are in the sunset of their careers, but that is definitely not the case right now for LJ McCleary.
Now, LJ McCleary flat out getting it done. He's got more laps around this place than probably most, so that's got to be working in his favor. And tonight, he's used that thick notebook to get the setup right around this place.
He's right up against that angel dust on the outside of the fence coming out of the money clip there. Everyone else is a good 2 cart lengths lower. Maybe he's got something figured out, and if those crew chiefs and spotters are paying attention later in the night, maybe some more people start copycatting that line.
Right behind Mickey Roop is Rookie of the Year contender Mark Ellis, and he's done a great job so far this year. Best finish second right off the bat. He has that Team Reaper alliance, and it's showing pretty well here tonight as he navigates there in the top 5.
Yeah, somebody that's always there waiting for somebody to slip up like Stephen Broy does right there, turns down underneath him, takes that spot away. He sets his sights on Mickey Roop right now, working his way farther into the top 5. That alliance is really paying off for him. It's got to help when you're on a special track like this where nobody really has that thick of a notebook and you could just get more guys trying stuff. And it's definitely paying off for Team Reaper.
This is probably one of the only places, not the only, but probably one of the few places that actually where you can run a dirt road course, and it's got to be extremely tough to figure out, number one, the setup, but number two, getting to just do this. I mean, every time we run this race, everybody goes, hey, this is probably the most fun racetrack we run all year, so it's always good to do something different, and that's every time everybody runs this track, they have a smile from ear to ear after it's over.
Yeah, everybody thought we were pretty stupid for doing this, and, who doesn't love a little bit of intercourse, even if it's a little strange?
Look at Mark Ellis trying to get a 2-for-1 out of the money clip. 2-for-1 special. That's a DeHunt special right there. He was trying to get it, just couldn't seal the deal there.
Yeah, it looks like Ellis has got the right
There
gear in here. He's getting off the corner better than everyone right now. As a no cone is safe right now. Ellis on the outside tries to cross over. Can he get the acceleration? Ayers is going to lose that spot as they head into the Jack Bailey bus stop.
He found a coupon there at the top of the turn 1 and 2. Oh, my goodness. Ayers did a deal. Mark Ellis gets the 2-for-1 coupon, finally cashes that thing in. It was almost by the expiration date as they head into the corner here. And there it is, our 5 to go caution presented by Nite Stalker Designs. We're getting ready to rack them back up and get after it. Can LJ McCleary hold off Showalter? He's been smooth all night.
If anybody can, LJ McCleary can flat out get around here. He took, whoa, boy, cones flying everywhere. LJ McCleary got through the money clip really good. He hauls ass down into the bus stop, and Bobby Showtime better get it together. Only 4 laps left.
Yeah, Ayers is getting a spot back, but I want to call out LJ McCleary. His line going into that first part of the money clip, real wide entry, nice straight drive off, helps him get a cart length or 2 on Showtime, but Showtime struggles for grip running a traditional line.
They're all hooking the berm there, Bill, to help make that thing turn. It seems like it works out really well for LJ and Showalter, as Showalter is still stalking LJ here.
Yeah, Showtime seems to take the slow and tight line where LJ keeps the RPMs up and keeps it rolling, and Showtime right there on the inside trying to pinch him, but that momentum still works for LJ McCleary up on the outside. He holds him off for 1 more lap.
Yeah, McCleary's doing good. I think he might be a driver lower on the front there than the rest of the field because he gets such a good shot once the power gets down, he just kind of walks away by a cart length or two. So it'll be interesting to see who's eye-fucking his go-kart is. And Mark Ellis goes around. Tough break.
There needs to be a good wrench decal in the front of that number 5 because he's hounding the dog shit out of LJ McCleary as the white flag is out.
LJ McCleary's just got to keep it clean. Oh, he slips up. Showtime gets the inside. They trade paint. Local yellow. Everybody's nice and tidy there as they head down the backstretch. Showtime shows him the front bumper. LJ holds him off through the bus stop. LJ McCleary comes around. He's going to take the win at the intercourse. I'm sure he'll get lucky tonight.
And out of the cart, his first shower in a couple days. The old Bush light shower, the old brewskis. Down here with LJ McCleary smelling better than an Old Spice.
I smell better than I did before, that's for sure.
I'll tell you what, brother. You was about, I don't know, probably when second place was over in 4, you was all the way into 3. And then that caution happened. You had Showalter beating your tailpipe off. What about that?
Oh, yeah, I never counted him out from lap 1. I knew at the 5 to go he'd be on top of his game, and he'd bust off 5 good laps. So I just appreciate him running me clean and everything, and I had fun. It was fun.
Well, you didn't win the $20 I put up. You didn't jump the berm that hard. Might say you think it was a race of attrition. How was it jumping that berm over there in 6? Is that the fast line really to just send it over it?
I felt like it was fast. It's not too bad about 5 laps in, but about lap 20, it starts to take a toll on this old body.
Starts to take a toll, man. Might say, who helped you get down here? That was some real good passing and stuff. You even had to really pass in lap traffic there.
Yeah, I just want to, big thanks to my family. They come week in, week out. They're at the racetrack, and a lot of hours at the house. Our good buddy Chad Bush just got out of the hospital, so good to have him here. This is why we do it right here.
LJ McCleary, winner in the Cup Series after one intense battle. A second place finish. Goodness, man, he's going to need some new Wranglers because you gave him plenty of shots right there in the rear end.
Yeah, the first part of the race there, he checked out. I got caught up in traffic, and then the 5 to go. Yeah, gave him a run for his money. I don't know if I would have got around him, but I tried over here in this corner here, and I got in the back of him and then jumped that. I don't know if I got the points yet on highest jump yet over here yet, but yeah, congratulations to LJ. I tried all I could do, but I'll take second. Second's good.
I will say you do have $20 right now to determine how the rest of this race ends up. But I talked to him, is that the fastest line? Just send it over that berm.
I mean, sometimes you don't try to. It's just you have a bad corner when you go to the bus stop, and it's just there, so you're just like, screw it. I'm going to jump it. So if we keep on hitting it, eventually it'll disappear because we'll just keep knocking it down. So maybe by the last race it won't be there anymore.
Robert Showalter straight up sending it, trying to cut down the berm because he still has one more race left to go. Mickey Root, third place finish here tonight, the DNQ Kart Series. Man, you was down there about 7th, up the 3rd back. Now you're in 3rd. And I think like everybody, did you even try to turn in turn 6?
A little bit, but I'm really kind of confused which one's 6 now. So
the one you caught about 5 foot of air on.
Well, you said you was looking for the highest jump. Was that the highest jump so far?
I don't know. Showalter had his almost was about 90 degrees, so you might be second right now.
Well, I was trying to keep up with him, so that's what it took. But no, I just want to thank Ronnie Carroll Tractor Trailer Repair, Daniel Armstrong Performance, and my wife at home that lets me to do this. So
you got to thank the wife. Ain't that right?
Yeah. Or I won't be here anymore.
I don't know. Would you take a night on the couch to just come run here with the DNQ Kart Series?
She's not very forgiving, so probably not.
So 2 nights on the couch is what it would take. Okay, Mickey Roop on the couch. Wife, make sure you pack him a comforter.
Thank you.
Take a look at the final results of that race. LJ McCleary, I feel like we're watching Jeff Gordon at Martinsville win his final race. He takes home the win victorious tonight.
Hopefully not his final race. Bobby Showtime second. Mickey Roop with a podium finish. Great run for him.
Poor Ellis falling all the way down to 9th after that late spin. I'm assuming he got some help with the way he was waving his hands. Tough break. He drove a good race.
the Finish Line Wash Pros Dash Series news and notes. Robert Showalter leads points at this time right now. Last winner, Brian Shaw at the Iredell County Fairgrounds.
Got it done. What a win that was. Mike Melton, he's been somebody to watch. He's been coming back up through. Does he have enough momentum to win here at the intercourse and get a little bit closer to that championship? We'll have to see. It's 20 laps to figure it out. He won last year.
It'll be tight. This road course, this inner course here will be the great equalizer. We'll see if Shaw's newfound talent will keep him in front, and the front will struggle, and the old wily dogs like Melton will be the ones to shine tonight.
Finish Line Wash Pros starting lineup for the Dash Series. Mike Melton on the SRI pole with Robert Showalter on the outside pole.
Row number 2, Joey Gase and Blaine Donahue.
Row 3, my man Brian Shaw in the 111 and Steven Tatuges in the 12.
What is
Mike
last name?
Conarino.
It's Tatuges at at this point. He has no say in it. He really doesn't.
Yeah, it's over. It's over.
Yeah.
It's Tatuges. Totally Tatuges.
Cool.
We like, okay, every video we say everybody's name, but look, here's the starting line. We don't even have to say all your names. There you
Grayson
are. There's your
Trexler,
face.
Mackenzie
There's your number.
Cozart.
Yeah, I mean, does it even really matter? Here you go, 390 Stock Predator. Thanks for coming. We appreciate you guys racing with us.
Is this actually
There's the rules
390
for the
or is it
series.
410?
It's 390. If I don't say anything, that's what it is. Oh, man. Gotta thank Finish Line Wash Pros for their sponsorship. Sure, they're happy with me right now. Mark Ellis does a great job. Although he gets wrecked in the race, he'll come pressure wash your house. It'll look brand new.
Yeah.
David Markham, no surprise, every race has an in-cart camera because he has a GoPro mount on his helmet. If you want the in-cart camera, get a GoPro mount on your helmet.
Yeah.
Green flag, we are underway for the intercourse as Mike Melton leads us. There you go.
Ooh.
Oh, goddamn.
There you go.
Yeah.
The Chalou machine's around. No surprise there towards the back of the field.
Jeez.
I love it when the small guys run good.
We're 4 wide.
Oh, look at Shantz over there. Shantz is in the 18. He's missing the
Oh,
left.
goddamn. We're
jeez.
hung up like
there
two
we go.
dogs.
Martin Coberly, they're 7 wide in the back of the field where nobody really cares. As we watch Mike Melton leading this thing, Joey Gase in third, Tatujas, Donahue, and your man Brian Shaw there round out the top 5.
Yeah, they're all running that. Oh, man. Call Mark Ellis. Get the Finish Line
Golly.
Wash Pros out here. The racing's dirty right now. They need to get hosed down.
Oh my God. There is more bitch slapping going on in the back of this
Jesus.
field than I think I've ever seen as Coberly jumps the dirt berm over. This is why I love these series.
That shit was Bubba Wallace and Eric Jones happening over there. The whole nose is about to get ripped off of that
Yeah,
thing.
exactly. Exactly.
Ooh, Mike Melton.
Yeah, I mean,
He's the
hey.
bottom open. Bobby Showtime gets a nose in there. He's your new leader.
Bobby
Yeah,
Showtime.
it's got to help. It's got to help running the Cup features. We got a local caution stay out of the way of Dan Marak. Gets that high line. Looks like Melton's back to the bottom.
Yeah, Magic Mike Melton, he's going to hang in there. He was a pussy. He didn't get it.
You know, with
He
these,
just hung in there. He might have picked that lead right back.
you know, I noticed Melton was running that tight line out of the money clip, and he got a good run on Showalter. I'm thinking that with these small tires, guys can put a lot more right side weight in the go-kart, set it up with a neutral cross, get a lot more mechanical jack in it, and really help that go-kart cut left and right. So, you know, maybe Melton just wholesaled it for this class, and we'll see if he can beat Showtime here, who it looks like he just swapped tires on the go-kart and let it rip.
Yeah, Joey Gase pressuring them all now. Those two have been screwing around racing. Gates goes underneath Melton trying to take that second spot away. Bobby Showtime loves to see the guys racing behind him, but Joey Gase got a little bit hot through there through the bus stop. But Joey Gase takes the second spot away from Magic Mike Melton. You know, on top of all the laps that Bobby Showtime just got, we know he makes his own carts. We know he makes his own spindles, and Magic Mike Melton takes that second spot right back. Do you think that he made something special just for the intercourse?
If I had access to the jigs, I absolutely would. putting your sponsors, having your name out front at the DNQ is a huge deal. As we're on board here with Nite Stalker Designs and David Markham, as he's getting that go-kart a little crossed up and shoves up the racetrack out of the Jack Bailey bus stop. But, Bill, I absolutely would if I had the opportunity.
I think Showalter's like the Steve Levitt of the DNQ karting series. He has all the stuff. He builds it all. Everybody's running the stuff that he's making, whether it's engines, spindles, rear bumpers. He's got pretty much the monopoly.
Oh,
my gosh.
That opens the door for Jamie Edwards to take 12th spot back from David Markham.
That's the Chalou machine right there. So you got to respect the Chalou sponsor machine against David Markham as the leaders hit lap traffic. So now it's going to get a little interesting as Showalter making the pass on Trexler. And it seems like he's opened the advantage a little bit here to Melton and Gase. But we know from watching all these races in the past, somebody could lose a left rear. Somebody could be racing a leader, or they could be racing for 52nd here, 7 wide, and hold the leader up.
Yeah, here we go. How do you pass lap cars when they're 4 wide in front of you?
Oh, goodness.
I guess.
They're just like that. There you go. And then they're going to get down on his door.
Yeah.
There you go. That's it.
Side draft the shit out of him going down the front stretch. Oh, big roll.
Oh, no. Jan Wells
no.
gets it. There you go. It only happened to the second place guy, not to the leader there. As he's got the right front jacked up on that thing. Looks like a street stock.
That door is junk. Jay-Z, what kind of aero implications does that have with that right side skirt up about 6 inches?
I tell you what, they're going to lose everywhere, from braking into the money clip to the banking in 3 and 4. I expect him to lose at least 3 or 4 tenths lap of that air getting underneath the floor pan of the go-kart.
Now, Bill, the one thing I did see there under that getting into one is David Markham pump his brakes up before getting into the corner. Do you think that thing's starting to lose some pedal?
I don't know. It might be. I'm surprised that these DNQ carts even have a brake pedal hooked up, because most of the time it looks like they don't, and that's what we refer to as ARCA braking.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if the brakes aren't actually bled, and that's why he has to pump them up. But he could be losing them as well. You never know here in the Finish Line Wash Pros Gas Series.
The way we saw him launch over that dirt berm out of the bus stop, it might have broke the brake line.
I see David's dad, Curtis, all the time at work bleed brakes. And I doubt the last thing that he wants to do when he gets home from work is bleed brakes on a go-kart. So I would say that's probably the problem. Yeah. Watching some fancy footwork there from David Markham. As Joey Gase, I don't even know where he's at. Showalter is just letting everybody have it. All the guys in this field right now cannot breathe out of their nose. He's giving it to them so hard.
Oh, yeah. Just a lot of dirty air behind him, that's for sure. Joey Gase just made his way through the bus stop. Here we are, Steven Tatujas, as we get our 5 to go caution, courtesy of Nite Stalker Designs. I think Bobby Showtime already has some hero cards, but when he runs out, he definitely needs to get hooked up by Nite Stalker, because he's my hero right now.
Back underway. Let's see what happens. Activate the destroying everybody's stuff. Yeah. Cobra Lee gets halfway dumped by Zach Campolonia.
Donahue takes someone out, spins him around.
Chance.
Woo.
So during this race, Donahue's nose was falling off, Bill. Is that splitter flutter? Is that from guys trying to float the nose here in the road course and it just not working out
It's
for him?
either that or he got it hooked underneath one of them curbs and it just ripped it off. We've seen that multiple times. You get a little bit too greedy on those curbs and destroy your race car. But one person that's not destroying his race car is Bobby Showtime, as he stretches that lead out a little bit further from Joey Gase. But Joey Gase, he's getting kept honest by Steven Tatujas. God, that thing is tight through the money clip. But watch how nice it rolls through here, this left-hander.
Look at Tatujas. Donahue, he gets punked by my man Brian Shaw. Shaw moving up in the order, trying to get a win here. But let's talk about Tatujas here. Watch the way he sits up in that seat and tries to stay off the clutch through the tight section of this racetrack. We'll have to see if we can get a hold of him after the race and figure out what he's doing, as we got 2 to go.
You see that splitter fluttering on that Donahue machine. as Robert Showalter does not have this thing in the bag. Looks like Joey Gase is starting to get a run. Oh, my God. He's starting to get a run on him, guys.
He rose there like Joe Biden's vote count in the middle of the night. That left side took off.
White flag in the air. Can Joey Gase do some magic here and try to win this race as he's all over Showalter?
Joey Gase feeds him the front bumper. Can't quite get there. Keeps it turned down. Second win tonight for Bobby Showtime.
Showalter
Is he missing half a nose?
fails.
He is.
He blew half the nose off.
Half a nose.
Second place racer Joey Gase might be walking away with $20 out of my back pocket because, man, you was about knee-high to a grasshopper over that jump back there. Maybe about waist-high up there maybe on that last lap.
Yeah, I put on a show for the fans, but no, I tried to take care of my stuff at the beginning. Bobby and a few other guys were ramping and everything, and then I waited till the end to do it. And right before I got there, Bobby was right in front of me, and I actually lifted a little bit because I was afraid I was going to end up on top of him. But it was a blast. It was a pretty clean race, and definitely would do it again.
So Joey Gase, was it faster just to jump it over there instead of turning turn 6? That's really been what everybody's saying right now.
I think it's definitely, well, it depends on how you hit it. The one lap he jumped and I didn't, and I caught him. Then at the end, I just jumped it just to go for it. But I think it all depends how you hit it and how bad you bottom out.
At least we're not at Indy. The berm's holding up tonight. Joey Gase, second place finish here at DNQ. Steven, a third place finish here. Out of all of that, third place pretty good. You got a cart intact.
Finally, ever since we won, we've been finishing average probably 15th, and it usually ending up in the infield. But I'd like to thank Heritage Oaks Farms, Ed Watkins Marine if you need a boat, Victory Lane Karting, Taugis Trucking. If we were like last night, we would have, but too loose. But we'll take it, I guess.
Too loose. It's usually turn right to go left. Now you got to turn right to go right and turn left to go left. It was a little bit too loose.
Right, and I got to go do another one. So we'll see if I stay in the seat this time.
We'll go hop in that champ cart. We'll let you go. Tuck is third place finish here tonight with the dash.
Let's go ahead and take a look at the results from the Finish Line Wash Pro Dash Series. Robert Showalter failed engine tech. He had 2 screens in the exhaust, and his air intake was smoother than a stock one, so he's going to go ahead and fail tech. That gives the win to Joey Gase.
Wow, Joey Gase, yeah. This Dash Series, it's been not his best this year. Not like we're used to seeing. Good to see him finally get a win back. Give him some confidence going into the Hoosier Classic. It was fall final. Yeah, just fall final.
Tautugis.
Yeah, whatever. Sure. Who's your fault?
Tautugis P2. Let's talk about Mike Connerino all the way down in 8th. One of the old school guys in the series. He should be able to get it done. Maybe he's just hungover. Maybe he doesn't like intercourse as much as the rest of them. Tough night for him.
Shout out to Donahue there. Very, very, very green to racing, and a very good finish from him.
Heck yeah.
So good job for him. All right, USAC news and notes. It's down to Melton versus Kingen, basically. 20-point lead for Mike Melton, which is nothing in the old Winston Cup points series.
No, nothing at all. Kingpin, he's been strong, just can't quite get it done. He's been chasing Kidwell all season long. We know he's getting fed up with him. He's made that known in multiple interviews. So I think if anybody can pull one off who has the motivation, it's King.
Yeah, I wonder if he's going to run a different aero setup tonight, Bill. Keep that cart more neutral rather than use all that side force. I'm interested to see how it changed over the last oval race.
USAC starting lineup. Like we said, I don't care to say everybody's name. Kingen's on the SRI pole. Here's your starting lineup for the race tonight. We got a short field because people don't want to wreck their stuff. And it's really still not a bad field.
Scared of pussy, I think. Some of these guys.
Good.
We know Rob Bates and Desi Tautugis ain't, though.
No, it's Jamie David Kropp's one of our old school competitors here. I hope he does well tonight. You know, we look at the rules here, 425 champ buggy class. You still can't find a champ kart in the Southeast because of this. The Hoosiers, no prep, no groove in sight. People are staying home because it takes a lot to maneuver these heavier go-karts around the intercourse. You also been that big old guy rolling on top. You start sweating, your arms are getting tired. It's tough. The macho men and women here are the ones that are showing up tonight to race as we're coming to take the green.
The USAC series is, for the first year, this has been an amazing year for the USAC class, and I want to thank everybody that have raced in it so far this year as we are going green, and the two guys racing in the championship are right on the front row.
There, oh, Melton gets up on two wheels, jams it in there, a little bit tight here at the intercourse, and that leaves the door wide open for Steven Tatujas to make it a three-way.
What are those coupons you talk about there, Bob? As Tatujas hops a little too much curb, gets fed a left rear by Melton, and Kingan's starting to fall back in third.
We talked to the two drivers, Melton and Kingan, before tonight's feature about what it's going to take to win the championship. Kingan said, I just have to win these races. Melton, more on the erring of the side of, I just need to do what I've been doing all year. And I don't know if Kingan's going to collapse to that pressure of just trying to win a race and try too hard, or he should just do what he's been doing so far, like I said earlier.
Yeah, he's been running really competitively all year. You'd think maybe you just want to do a little bit of massaging, a little bit here, a little bit there, but the way that he's running tonight, Steven Tatujas and Magic Mike Melton, the previous winner at the intercourse, it looks like Kingpin may have trick-fucked himself.
Well, you hate to see him get away from what was working all year. I know it's the intercourse, but we're still at Millbridge. We're still using the same track prep that his notebook's built on. As Melton looks to the inside of Tatujas, but it looks like Klingon definitely has the wrong everything on that go-kart tonight.
You know, the other thing is, you're racing Mike Melton, and Mike Melton has won championships in DNQ. It's extremely hard to win as the caution is out for Donald Colwell's machine. I don't know who's driving it. Somebody else is driving it. Caution is out. He doesn't want to get in trouble with work.
Oh.
You know, Chris Rice is probably watching this race right now saying, I swear, if he's driving that go-kart, I'm going to fire him.
Oh, 2 cones.
It is chase time, so you never know, right? There we go. We're back green, and Mike Melton leading. But the guys who race DNQ are really good. Charlie Kingan, a rookie in his own right here in this class. Everybody's a rookie in this class, but he's really a rookie to just DNQ racing in general. So it's really hard to beat Mike Melton and these guys in front of him. So once he builds that notebook up, he'll probably be really good in a year or two.
Yeah, the great thing about tonight, and I mean, he's running in the third spot competitively, but the shining light for him tonight, he's not looking at the back of Jonathan Kidwell.
That's true, Bob. It's limiting the damage with a smaller field here, right? As we see Desi on the outside trying to keep that position, and she loses that to the 27 machine.
Tyler Richmond having a good run here tonight. His crew chief, Ryan, who is a DNQ veteran as well, does a pretty good job of setting this stuff up. As at the front of the field, it's a teammate battle here between Melton and Todges. As Todges goes to the inside of Melton, he's going to take the lead.
Tatujas cooled his tires off a little bit, cooled his brakes down a little bit, then took another run at Magic Mike Melton, was able to get that back. Maybe he was trying to learn something there for later on in the race. We know we got that 5 to go caution. Maybe he was trying to just, feel Magic Mike Melton out a little bit, see where he can make that pass later on if he had to.
You know, it looks to me like these champ carts really don't like eating all that curb coming out of the bus stop. It seems like they just throw a boat anchor out, and if someone could figure out to take a little bit less curb coming out of that bus stop, they'd pick up a few tenths in the rest of the field. There we go. Todges didn't take as much curb that time and kept his lead over Melton.
Yeah, these things.
Here comes Charlie Kingan. Charlie Kingan's starting to catch up here. Just give him a couple laps, and he's starting to get the groove of it.
Yeah, these things like big, long, sweeping corners. They don't like these real tight, hairpin type corners like we see here at the intercourse. They like something a little bit more worn out and loose, and
our camera's hitting a curb. Our camera hits a curb about every other.
One thing that
I see the right side's coming out of the racetrack, Bill, when they get through that horseshoe right there.
Yeah, it's really tight, and they're hopping and bouncing all around, and usually that's good in intercourse, but not here. And Magic Mike Melton, he gets up on 2 wheels out of the bus stop, and that lets Steven Tatujas gap him by another car length.
Yeah, it looks like Kingan's way too tight on the right-handers. Jay-Z, what would you do if you had to run this race setup-wise to fix the right-hand turns?
I would take as much right side out of the go-kart or left side out of the go-kart as I could. I'd probably be trying to get away with 54% on the left-hand side if I could, just to really make sure I could roll into that money clip and get through that bus stop smooth, because it's not those 2 right-handers you got to worry about. It's being in position to make that left-hander right there that Tatujas nailed pretty good and keeps that position. So I definitely would have had my cross more neutral, closer to 50%, and had maybe 54% left side weight instead of 56, 58% what these guys would normally run.
Looking like whatever that setup is in the 12 and the 00, they've nailed it tonight because nobody is anywhere close to them. And these two are battling it out pretty good as they are teammates, but fun to watch.
Yeah, it looks like the only thing I'd change in either one of those go-karts is the seat, because these guys can't hit the same line two laps in a row to save their life. But otherwise, it looks like they're handling pretty darn good. They got some power, and they're going to fight it out here for the end. We said, can Melton hold back Kingpin, and it looks like he's going to.
Todge is in that Ed Watkins Marine machine as he is getting hounded by the Moon Eyes machine, and the Magic Mafia card is going to take the lead back from Todge's.
There's our Nite Stalker Designs 5 to go caution. Todge's will give it back.
All right, 5 to go. Let's see if anybody has anything for these two drivers, and if we've learned anything from the last 2 features we've watched. They do, as Kingan gets in there. Oh! Melton gets into him.
Kingan gets the jab.
They get high-sided. Yeah, he got the jab in the Fauci corner.
Jeez.
There's a Johnson & Johnson jab right there. As now Tyler Richmond up to second as he goes through the Jack Bailey bus stop. Goes by all the solicited women in that bus stop, doesn't even slow down. Goes through the horseshoe loop-de-loop, as Ashley puts it. And now Charlie Kingan's in a good spot as he goes through the money clip. Looks like Melton found a $5 bill, and he's going to get the run.
Melton, who was all the way back to about 8th, has made his way back to 4th, and he's hounding Kingpin already. Look at that big sail panel on the back of the 62 machine, trying to keep him nice and tight, and it does through the money clip right now.
Oh, Tyler Richmond.
Smooth move. Melton cuts down underneath both of them, and he takes 2 for 1 through the bus stop, and that's a deal.
What a 2-for-1 coupon down there. There's a Harbor Freight coupon down there at the inside of that money clip. It looks like Melton found it. He's going to get a new set of wrenches for $5. As looks like Tyler Richmond now having the race of his life here against Charlie Kingan.
Tyler's trying to reel him in. Kingan's got,
hit
Richmond.
a patch of NDF. Yeah.
White flag is out. He definitely hit a patch of NDF. Steven Todges leading this race, stretched his legs. He's goose stepping down the back stretch, has a big advantage. He is going to go ahead and take the win in that Ed Watkins Marine machine as Steven Todges takes the win in the intercourse.
He's going to do a cage stand. How about it? Steven Todges. Oh, my. Almost hit the light. Oh, my, man. Oh, my. Who said white boys can't jump? Good grief.
Hold on, we got Willow coming. I made a lot of them. I'm exhausted. Come here, Willow.
Stephen is exhausted, covered in a good bush ice. How about it, Stephen? That was one heck of a race there.
I'm glad Mike and I were able to drive somewhat clean. We usually try to. That's what I like about this class. Everybody kind of drives clean. And big thanks to Ed Watkins Marine. If you want a boat, go get one. Heritage Oak Farms, Towges Trucking, Victory Lane Karting, and Allie gets a Golden Ashley now.
Oh my, the blonde bomber Golden Ashley going on a kid's shelf. I don't know whether to be proud or maybe a little bit disturbed.
You want to say hi? Say hi. Here, say hi, Allie. No.
They don't want to say hi. Your winner, Stephen Totges, winner tonight in the USAC.
Thank you, Manager.
Well, Mike, you had a good run going there on the restart. That was wild, bud, but good job to come back to second there.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just road course racing, man. We everybody's going for everything we can
Thank
get.
you, Mike.
Yeah, you're welcome. Me and Charlie are already in a tough points battle. Nobody wants to give up any points, and we just race each other hard, and it's just not enough room for everybody. But we tried, and we come out of it. No, congratulations to Steven, man. He's been working really hard. We work together, do everything together. I'm so proud of him. It was an awesome race. I think I had a little something for him if I wouldn't have got so far behind. But anyway, I'm happy that he won, and just glad to be in second. And it's in one piece. We'll go on to the next one. So,
Mike Melton, second place finish here at the DNQ Intercourse. Well, Charging Charlie, third place finish. After that 5 to go caution, got together. You didn't gain none, but you also didn't lose none.
I'm not going to give every inch. I'm going to take every bit of that track as I can, as Mike and I is fighting for a close battle on the points. I owe it to my team to give them 110% and don't give them no slack up. I'd like to thank Mike Yao, Rumley Engineering, Austin, the crew chief, my wife, and Dan, my dad, for putting all the hard work in. This is our first time ever doing a road course, and it was fun.
Say it was fun. You might have gave 111% down there going into the Blonde Palmer loop-de-loop, what they call it down there. Charging Charlie, charge to a third place finish. Now, can you charge and get that points battle at the end of the year?
I hope so. We're counting on that last race. That's all we need is one win. That's all we got, and we'll have it.
Well, who's going to send it like Dale? You might just want to watch the 1998 Daytona 500. They'll show you how to do it. Charging Charlie, third place finish here tonight at the Intercourse.
Let's take a look at the final results. Stephen Totges takes the win. Takes the win for tonight.
Magic Mike Melton and Charlie Kingpin second and third. Magic Mike Melton creeping up.
Yeah, King in there, man. He was in a good spot. He got jabbed there and got turned around, and he just saw blood in the water at that point and couldn't hit a corner straight for the last 3 laps when he really needed it the most. So we'll see what happens on championship night.
Busch Series news and notes. Anthony Kidwell leads points by a lot. I wouldn't be surprised if he clinches it after tonight.
Yeah, Kidwell ran up front the whole year. Definitely deserves to win the championship because he's been the best car, and that's how we like to do things here in the DNQ Series. We don't need any kind of fake entertainment. This is real racing.
Yeah, we'll see what Teasley can do. In 2020, Teasley came on real strong. Like, Bill Clinton at a mixer, just hitting on everyone and hitting on all cylinders. But lately, last couple months, he really hasn't been there, kind of like the Biden administration. So we'll see if he can get it turned around and maybe catch Kidwell and do something good in this series here.
He's hitting harder on a White House intern.
Jay-Z didn't kill himself. I'll just start it now.
Yeah, right. Holy shit, that was pretty good. Carroll Trucker and Trailer Bear Busch Series starting lineup. Dylan Teasley on the pole, just like Tyler Young's girlfriends. No surprise there in the SRI pole. This is we're winding down on the prep classes. This is probably the second to last DNQ race we're gonna have with prep.
I'm cool with that. I don't prep for shit.
keep the cancer rates down in
Jay-Z's
DNQ. It'll
Jay-Z's pouring.
yeah.
Jay-Z, you're pouring a Bud Light on the ground right now as we say that.
Yeah, there's an art form to it. As we're looking at these stock Predator engines, got your traditional Maxxis pinks and blues. Although if someone wants to be a badass and bring a Burris or a Hoosier, they can try it. We're on board here with Markham and the Nite Stalker designs on board. There's an art form and some bragging rights to being able to prep the right way. You know, you've got the big swinging dick, you get your own prep line out there, but times change. We're moving on as we get the green flag.
Speaking of your own prep line, he goes to the front, and Thomas Markham goes around.
Oh my gosh. It looks like a frat party over here. Everybody's laying
Hung
around.
up. Yeah. Oh, somebody high-sided.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, God.
Oh, there goes Ronnie Carroll. There goes Ronnie Carroll. You know what? You know what the real problem is? Is the supply chain.
Yes. Yes. Oh, our leader.
Oh,
There's
my
no
gosh.
shortage of terrible driving
Levi
in this
Hurley
race,
around.
though. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, no shortage. Yeah. Yeah.
Jesus.
They want $15 an hour to drive these go-karts, and looks like they're earning it right now. Holy crap. Yeah, throw the caution, please.
Yeah.
Please re-rack this.
Holy shit, we got...
This is a junkyard out here. Oh my gosh, I thought we got rid of the ARCA
This is
series.
Mahoning Valley street stocks, and we're... God damn.
Oh my god.
All right.
We're back green. Let's see what happens here. Can they? Nope,
No.
still not getting it together there. Not at all. Nope. There goes Rent. Oh
We're
my
four
gosh.
wide for the lead, and Ronnie Carroll back to the point. Old man
I thought
still got
Barnum
it done.
I thought Barnum and Bailey shut down until I watched this
Clown
stuff. And it
show.
just tells me right now, we are the new circus. Oh yes. Oh my gosh. Look at this. Ronnie Carroll stalking down Austin Machiavelli, who's leading right now. I don't care. Whatever his name is. Austin Machiavelli, Teasley, Ronnie Carroll. Man, they're doing a good job.
Man, Ratchet Jaws and Ronnie Carroll. Ronnie Carroll could definitely be a mentor for Ratchet Jaws Teasley. He's probably smoked more cigarettes in his life than Ratchet Jaws has even seen. If Ratchet Jaws just hangs around, he might be able to learn a thing or two by sitting next to somebody on the pole, if you know what I mean.
I don't think Ronnie Carroll actually smokes, to be honest with you. No, he's a third. You're thinking of somebody else, I'm sure.
He seems like somebody that would smoke.
Here comes the money clip. That is a good turn now. I think we talked to the drivers after this race trying to figure out what can we do to make the track better, and that was a good addition to it. It was Randall Beck driving that Caleb Kennard machine. Is up in the 4th position. Hey, the prep class is so much different because not only do they not have prep, as Teasley goes to the lead, passing Machiavelli, they got to get the line worked in, Jay-Z, don't they? Because if they go on a fresh track without prep, it's kind of tough for them.
It is, yeah. With these karts on this type of track, it's really got to be worked in first. They don't want to go out there on the dust as we get a good battle here. Teasley's about to lose too as Carroll turns down hard underneath. He gets P2 from Ratchet Jaws, and the thing you got to remember is these are the slick tires. There's no sipes or grooves to help give them more bite as they're turning. So these guys saw what the groove classes could do. Went out there trying to replicate it and quickly learned they couldn't. So now they're finding their stride. They're getting the hang of it.
Starting to see that angel dust pop up. Once you hit that, it's like you're on ice as we go on board the Nite Stalker Designs in-car camera with Thomas Markham.
Don't
Look
worry.
at that fancy footwork here. Watch the fancy footwork here of Thomas Markham. There you go.
There's the
there you
brake
go. Look
pedal.
at it.
I
There
saw
you
the
go.
brake pedal.
There you go. That's why we're running 12.
Yeah, look at
Watch them pump them up. The Markham pump up.
No, that's the jab.
The jab. That's right.
He's getting the jab there, getting into one in the Fauci left-hand corner.
He's getting a couple.
You gotta love that Fauci.
He's getting a couple booster jabs in there too. The way he's pumping up them brakes. He's on booster number 6 at this point.
Yeah.
Ooh, Machiavelli way up in the angel dust. That slows him down. Don't worry, I'm sure there's another vaccine coming out for that soon. Where Randall Beck is, or no, who the hell's in 26?
Carroll.
Ronnie Carroll.
Ronnie Carroll. Carroll Tractor Trailer Supply.
trailer repair. Yeah, same thing.
Whatever.
What are the purple wheels on the 8? Do you see that? Is that a Snoop Dogg machine?
Might be.
It might be.
There's purple right side wheels on that thing. That is obviously something that just got thrown together. Look at this
Candy
shit box right here. Watch the right sides.
That shit's candy.
I bet they got spinners on them.
Spree wells, baby.
Car,
Yo, that
yeah,
shit's
car
fly.
stops, wheels
Yeah.
still spinning.
That's anodized. Somebody did that on purpose.
Yes. Wood grain gripping, steady
Yep.
tipping.
I hope he bought out somebody and just needed a set of wheels and kept them.
He's not from the hood, but he's down to go there. I'm not from the hood, but I'm down. I listened to Mike Jones. You ever seen that video on Mike Jones?
Back down.
You gotta love that. He's got the Machiavelli going on too,
Yeah.
you know.
Boy, it's getting really spread out here, Bob.
Well,
I'm looking up the lyrics to this thing. Hang on, go ahead.
not a lot of action in this intercourse. Sometimes, you get something that's a little bit dull and just kind of lays there catfishing. So this one looks like a dull one right now, and maybe you need to, spit on it, make it a little more exciting.
Much like the Paris Hilton sex tape, people are turning this one off early.
There's no lack of excitement here in the DNQ series. Where's Machiavelli at? I'm about ready to start spitting. There he is.
There he goes.
There he is. Fofos, I'm tipping. Wood grain, I'm gripping. Catch me lane switching with the paint dripping. Turn your neck, your dame missing. Me and Slim, we ain't tripping. I'm finger flipping and sipping. Syrup sipping.
That's the.
Like do or die, I'm poor pimping. Car stop, rims keep spinning. I'm flipping, dropping invisible tops. 5 to go. I gotta stop. 5 to go caution here.
Wow.
All right,
I
that's
don't
enough
think
of
I
that.
know any other Jewish
Did Machiavelli
rappers,
win this
but-
thing over Ronnie Carroll? The Beastie Boys, come on.
There we go, yeah.
Oh
no!
Oh,
My
big.
gosh.
Oh, almost took out the cameras.
Cut the entire
Yeah.
track.
We had Chase Briscoe over there trying to cut the whole track and cut in front of the leaders there and then dump the leader.
We're 4
Ronnie
wide.
Carroll leading. We got 'em
Hung up.
Oh, is that
all
Vic
over each other
Kidwell,
back
isn't
here.
it?
There you go. Yeah, Kidwell is having a rough night. As Carroll leads, Machiavelli in second. He's got the perp by the pound. The truck stay bumping. You know who run the town. Here we go. Is that Thomas Markham in third? Or am I seeing
It
something?
might be.
Isn't
Or
there
am I
another
way
grade
too far
15?
into the drinks?
Yeah.
Damn. Maybe
Oh,
he's got a
Machiavelli.
booster shot. Here he comes. He's going to get into one, get a flu shot in the Dr. Fauci zone. Up to third place here. Ronnie Carroll just stretching his
He's
legs.
got that natural
Yeah,
immunity.
Machiavelli,
That's
yeah.
why. He's just ahead of the curve.
That's true. Oh, man. I mean, here we go. Thomas Markham now getting passed by Chase Briscoe, who cut half the racetrack earlier, but came to a full stop. Want to thank Nite Stalker Designs for a great night of racing here in the DNQ Karting Series, Carroll Tractor and Trailer Repair Bush Series, as Thomas Markham.
Daniel Suarez
Watches.
goes a little bit wide there.
That 59 cart needs the Kingsford decal on it. That's all I can think about.
Yeah.
Robert
Yep.
Presley. Randall Beck
Oh!
gonna go ahead and cut the racetrack.
We'll just go behind
So-
the berm.
We'll go ahead and put him to the back as the white flag is out for Ronnie Carroll, who is obviously way in front of that machine right there in the 8 of Machiavelli.
Perp by the pound machine.
He's got the perp by the pound as Ronnie Carroll, your ARCA Series champion from a couple years ago, is going to take the win here in the intercourse.
After an exciting last 5 laps, Ronnie Carroll, did you know you've had it won when you seen Austin pick the outside?
Yeah, I kind of did. I've been working on a strategy. I figured he was going on the high side, and I've been watching all night, and I figured if he'd do that and I just pitch him off a little bit, we get around him, and that's what happened. So it worked out pretty good.
Well, there was also loose stuff up there, and about the 5 carts behind y'all just killed the safer bear. I think one hit the telephone pole over
really?
here. Yeah, so there was calamity behind you. It's just y'all two really running. But man, that was a fast cart there. Talk about passing stuff out there. It's definitely hard.
Yeah, it's hard. I mean, I like it. I mean, they didn't really give you a lot of options for passing, so it's more of a racer's track, you know, beat somebody, rough them up, or run last.
Ronnie, Carroll, who would you like to thank? I know you got to thank one person.
Oh, yeah. I want to thank my wife, my kids, my cousin, Jaden Cordell for absolutely nothing. I mean, he just shows up, don't stand by the trailer, and then comes and wants to get in the pictures. I thank my tire guy, but he's on vacation, so, you know, no, I'm just playing. I thank Daniel Armstrong for tires and stuff, but
I was about to mean, does that mean you're not going to get through out on tires? You know your tires are legal out, your tire man ain't here?
Right, yeah, they're legal. We leave them at home on purpose, just so nobody gets thrown out, but no, it's all good.
Your winner, Ronnie Carroll, here with the Bush Series. Austin McInville, second place here. Should have won it. Do you feel like a dumbass for picking the outside?
Yeah, definitely. I should have picked the inside. I got in loose stuff, and it slid right off the track when I went in this corner.
At least you didn't take out the telephone pole down here like everybody else.
Yeah, I tried not to do that today.
Yes, it was a good run. How'd you come? That was that restart. The one before that, you come from 7th to the damn lead. How the hell did you do that? This is the horseshoe. Do you got one up your hind end or something?
I was the only one in the field with a left front on the left rear. And when it went through this corner, I was way better than everybody. You can look at it.
About to say, yeah, a little bit skinny left rear there. I wonder if there might be a protest on tires here coming up, but it ain't grooved. How about it, Austin? Second place run. You got to thank a couple people.
Yeah, I got to thank Robbie for doing my tires tonight, Sam for getting me here, Footloose Racing Chassis, my dad, my girlfriend for letting me come. She's got 2 weeks left till we have our baby, so getting close.
Well, you done knock somebody up, and then you pick the high side. You can pick which one he was the dumbass for. Austin, second place finish here tonight. Randall, third place finish, and I'm going to pull up the money to protest him on tires. As you see, we're not supposed to run groove tires, but I don't know if accidental grooving will get you through that or not. But, well, third place finish with that.
Well, you know, it wasn't too bad. It goes to show you right there. Caleb does all my tires. If he can make a tire run under pressure like that, you know, he's doing something. So I got to give a lot of thanks to Caleb and JC. You know, they support me a lot. My wife's here tonight. I'm glad to bring back a third place finish tonight. We was coming for him. I seen Ron in the sights. You know, I think if that rear tire has not been dragging like it had been, they said I drug it probably half the race till we got to 5 to go, and then I realized that, hey, that's me burning rubber. So when I jerked it back out, I knew then we was back in the race, you know. So was able to drive it. I think we got off the chicane over here and got hit there, but was able to just push our way through the traffic and got back up front. So.
You was burning more rubber than a high schooler with a box of Trojans, man. You were smoking all around this place.
What to say, but you know, you got to smoke it to win it, right? You know, so we love it. So we thank DNQ and you guys here tonight. So thank you.
Third place finish, burning rubber all race.
All right, guys.
Final results: Carroll, Machiavelli, Thomas Markham.
Oh,
Great
on the
finish.
podium.
We're going to put him in the podium because Randall Beck cut the racetrack and he failed the surge. So there you go.
Double fail.
Thomas, I think that's probably the first Markham to finish on the podium this year. Yeah, that's the bragging rights.
No, David won AAR this year.
Oh, that's right. Jesus. They burned the town down after that one. That was a celebration, my friend.
Yeah.
Yeah, Michael McDowell won the 500. David Markham won AAR. I mean, it's a lot of things you got to. David Markham works at front row. There's a lot of things you got to put together.
Speaking of not winning, Anthony Kidwell all the way down in 7th. He was really struggling with that right-hand turn.
Yeah, I mean, turn left, vote right.
Amen, brother.
All right, here we go. Filthy Mechanic Pro Cup Series. News and notes. Austin Compton with the points lead. A very small margin, though, right?
Yeah, that's what makes it exciting here in the Filthy Mechanic Pro Cup Series. Last winner was Ryan Millington at the Iredell County Fairgrounds. Ryan Millington, can he get it done tonight? We don't know. Can Brian Shaw step up and get it done? He ran really good earlier tonight, so he's got some laps under his belt.
Bob, I believe it was last year or the year before that Millington put his name on the DNQ map at the Intercourse event. So hopefully he'll have some of that same kind of gusto here this evening and maybe cut into Compton's points lead and get a W here.
All right, starting lineup for the Filthy Mechanic Pro Cup Series. Chris Lawson on the SRI pole. Robert Presley on the outside pole with the Kingsford machine. And, I mean, this year we've had so much competition in this series. We've run B mains almost every night, and just to make this feature has become a win in itself with this competition.
Yeah, especially at the intercourse. There is some tough competition, some long dongs you got to race out, and if whoever gets it done here tonight definitely deserves everything that comes with it.
Yeah, well, for sure. You know, we've seen
Jay-Z, your guy Brian Shaw is starting in the back.
Yeah, he's got his work cut out for him. It's tough to pass here. You've got to have some confidence with your brakes, and this field's tough. So we'll see if he can make a few places up and keep the positive momentum going.
Here's the info for the series for people who want to steal our rule book. There you go. There's a couple out there in the Midwest, but that's flattery, I guess. Ryan Shaw has a Nite Stalker Designs in-cart camera, and as always, we have the miles an hour and the racetrack there. A nice layout. And Alfredo Hidalgo will have an in-cart camera as well, and the Bobby Dotter machine built to win. There we go. Pro Cup Series, man. I'm excited next year. This is going to split into two. You can run Busch or Pro Cup. We posted the video online of how that's going to work next year as we go green with Lawson leading.
Very familiar spot for Chris Lawson. Also knows how to get it done on road courses, except for the intercourse. Can't quite get it done here. Open hole taken.
Let's go on board with Alfredo Hidalgo. This is how these restarts are in the DNQ Series. I mean, this looks like a ton of fun, to be honest with you, with the field size, but it is a little hectic.
Hectic for sure. Anything with an H is for life is what they say. And oh boy, there's some action in front.
I can't even formulate a thought right now.
Oh God, the Fauci left-hand turn jabs another one. We're 4 wide through the money clip. That's more dollar bills than that thing has seen all year. Everybody finally makes it through, and they string out.
Oh. I think I've ever seen somebody jump on someone's back like that.
Oh
my gosh, we're through the bus stop. Gotta love this Filthy Mechanic Pro Cup Series. There's people flying. If you're a fan and you don't come to this race, I mean, you're missing out big time. Just let alone the video that comes out probably about a month later because we've been busy. I mean, this just doesn't even do it justice.
No, this is exciting. You see the grandstands packed, another sold-out crowd here at Millbridge. And for good reason. You used to not even be able to get a ticket for this race, and I think that's going to continue.
It's we're on board here with the Nite Stalker Designs. Alfredo Hidalgo, as he's in a hornet's nest. He's chasing Zach Stroop, who's having some struggles getting to the front tonight. This road course is the great equalizer here, as we've mentioned that cliche a whole bunch of times tonight. Doesn't get a good run. He's got someone to the inside as they head to the Fauci left-hand turn. And it's action-packed here. I hope you're buying your walking taco here from the concession stand. You got your Busch Light and your styrofoam cooler. You're having a good time tonight here at the intercourse.
Gotta love this. As long as you're racing somebody, it's always fun. I mean, there's always somebody to race here in the DNQ Series, whether you're good, bad, or horrible. You'll always have somebody to race.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, look at how there are cars all over this track. We got some damage already. I don't know which car that is, but they got the left side door completely ripped off. That is going to severely hurt the side force on that car, and he's going to struggle for the rest of the night for sure. Probably even going to fall out of the top 5.
Zach Smith having an issue there in that 70 machine. Brought a different cart tonight to race in. Different body. Everybody's worried about destroying stuff, which we understand, as Zach Smith now doing a decent job. Austin Compton there. We talked about the points earlier. He's having a good night there towards the front.
Austin Compton always there on the ovals, but here at the intercourse might need a little bit more practice, or at least that's what his wife says. So he's here trying to get it. Oh, and he gets humped from behind. And we're hung up. The 59 car of Robert Presley and the 70 machine of Johnny Sauter hung up, and they can't get going.
Just
Sauter's looking at him like, what are you doing?
He didn't give him a suck it, but he totally jumped him on the money clip.
Yeah. Broke his shoulder off practically.
Yeah. There was actually $200 bills there, and both carts tried to get it on the inside, and then they got hung up.
That's brutal.
Saw a good deal, couldn't pass it up, and they hung up there. Zach Smith didn't give him the suck it. I was hoping that he would give him an Adam Wells suck it. Didn't happen. Going back green, and so when we restart, you start and you've probably got as much speed as you would have entering, but I was wondering. Oh yeah.
Oh boy.
Never mind.
Yeah.
There you go. We're plowing dirt over
multiple
here.
boosters.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Everybody's getting.
Oh,
the
Ryan
fourth
Ayers
booster
gets
of the
turned
year.
around there. Ryan Ayers gets turned around.
There's
We're hoping that we can at least gather for Christmas, but we're all standing on turn 3 and 4 wall.
Austin Compton, he's back up into P2. When you're the points leader and you're at a race like this where we're on board with Brian Shaw getting roughed up, you're just trying to dodge the next variant that's coming out. You don't want to get in trouble. You keep your mask on. You do what you got to do. You just want to survive at a certain point when you're on on the intercourse. You just want to use the right protection to make sure you have your points lead.
Yeah, speaking of which, Brian Shaw is just struggling in the middle of the field here. Racing with Jay Zarapata.
Ugh.
Ew. Oh, my goodness.
Tight in the money clip.
This is some great racing to watch. I would love to go out and run this race maybe next year. It would be a ton of fun.
Ooh, an all-star race even.
Ooh, an all-star
The
race
night,
on
the
dirt
night
road course
before.
would be awesome.
Yeah.
It's like having a.
We had a test night here, and a lot of guys came and tested, so you can tell who tested.
Okay.
Well, yeah. It never hurts to have a little extra intercourse practice, if you know what I mean.
Now we're on board with Alfredo Hidalgo. Seeing where he's at through the Jack Bailey bus stop. He's racing across the Smith, and he gets shit canned.
He's hung up in the wet stuff. Normally that's a good thing, but he is high-sided. It looks like that thing's pink might have taken home a piggy and got himself in some trouble.
Caution is out for Alfredo Hidalgo, who got canned
Ate
there.
the pink, caught up in the stink.
Yeah.
Lawson leads Austin Compton. A weird strategy there to take the outside, trying to set himself up for the horseshoe as we're back on the green. Do you take the outside? Do you feel like that's beneficial?
I think you can if you can get it slowed up enough to keep it to the inside and hold that position. But everyone's just kind of wholesaling it into the horseshoe there, and it causes a whole bunch of headaches. The side effects of the jab, if you will.
Oh, my.
Hidalgo.
Hidalgo just about got reared into the fence there.
He just brought out the caution, was somehow back up to 4th, but didn't have his vaccine passport, got shit canned back to 20th. It's going to be tough for him to make his way back up.
Papers, please. Papers. Do you have your papers? Oh, this is totally getting shut down.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, for sure. This might be our last video.
Yeah, this might be our last video right here. On board with Brian Shaw. And he's towards the middle of the pack here. Not really sure what's going on. So he's racing Alfredo Hidalgo.
Jeez.
Oh, all right.
Oh, jeez.
Okay, yep. Alfredo Hidalgo is getting just slapped around. And we go on board with him now as we're watching this battle ensue.
Oh, I thought he was just going to send it up the inside of Shaw, but instead he uses that chrome horn and makes room for him. Shaw runs him up to the wall.
wide.
Yeah.
See, when I was racing, that would piss me off. That would make the wires touch. When you run me wide like that, I'm going to shit can you the next corner if I get to you. Like, that right there, nothing says, like, you're going to piss me off to me than doing that. All right. Well, now that I've got that out of my system, Chris Lawson totally leading this race. The 8 car of Sam Platt, he went through tech after the race and weighed 350 pounds and had his buddy, like, step on the scale to try to make it weigh right. Like, he was light on purpose.
You know?
Like, by 40 pounds and said, oh, my buddy will step on the scale. It'll be fine.
It's like, no, it won't.
That didn't work. Yeah, and we threw him out. So there's a reason for that.
Every now and
Chris
then
Lawson,
at a dirt track, you can, run a little bit light, and then, everybody knows the tricks of run through the mud, get a little bit extra dirt on you. Maybe you can make up, I don't know, pound, 2, 3 if you're real good at it. 40, that's a little bit much.
Yeah. Hey, let's weigh 40 pounds light, and then you stand on the scale and act like you're not. You're cheating that bad, you can't even win the race. Like, what does that say? You're 40 pounds lighter than everybody. You're getting your ass handed to you right now in 4th. Like, what does that say?
Yeah, that extra weight gets you more by.
Yeah. He took the purple wheels off. There you go.
Yeah.
And he's got the Ridenhour the leather suit on. Ridenhour used to wear that Cadillac and suit all the time.
Oh, yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah.
Very fitting. Very fitting. As he
Yes.
was trying to run Austin.
Austin Compton
This-
not having it.
Sam Platt is racing like a go-karter, a classical go-karter. There he is. That's a Liberty guy right there.
Yeah.
Let me just point out to you, anybody in DNQ, that's not how he raced. That is a legit go-karter in a Reitenhauer jacket. We love Dan Reitenhauer. That guy right there should not be racing here. And there you go. Do not race like that. That's all I gotta say. And he's cheating his ass off and not winning. So
And
there you
Chris
go. What does that
Lawson
think?
is
5 to go caution.
whooping his ass.
5 to go caution by Nite Stalker Designs. I want to thank them for their sponsorship here tonight. All right, we have 3 number 8s on the bottom row. As we go green, see if Chris Lawson can finish this thing out.
Well, he's got a go-karter behind him that's trying to wreck him, so. Who's driving that 71?
Ryan Ayers. Doing a
Flying
great
Ryan
job.
Ayers. Hell yeah, getting after it.
Last year's winner. Last year's winner doing a great job as he gets through the bus stop.
Oh.
Wow. Ayers to the inside, going to try to make a move. Doesn't seem like he can make it.
No, Chris Lawson's been tough every single race. He's got that front row machine on the front row, that's for sure. Flying Ryan Ayers didn't get that name for a reason as he turns down underneath Lawson, takes that lead away. He's going to try to get another intercourse victory.
Man.
Flying Ryan Ayers stealing the lead from Chris Lawson late here in the 5 to go caution.
Oh man, see,
These
Ayers
boys have got it.
Ayers hit that corner perfect to make the move and then couldn't run the same corner twice, and he pays the penalty as Lawson's down the inside. They're side by side through the bus stop. They're past all the women waiting for a pay cut here, and Ayers, he still retains that position out front.
2 laps to go. Can Ayers hold him off? It seems like the money clip is the corner that you got to hit just right and cut underneath, and Lawson just a little bit better there.
Wow, that was a hell of a race right there. Lawson gets to the inside again, but Ayers with the momentum keeps it rolling. And we got another caution out.
Oh, son of a bitch. Skippy, get off the racetrack.
Cross thread.
Oh my gosh, we're having a great race. All right, well, we're going to have a green-white checkered here as Ayers takes the green flag. We're going to get the white and a checkered here. See if Lawson and Ayers can battle it out as the flag makes a move.
Lawson cooked it in there a little bit too hot.
What
and
a
we got
dick.
Eisenhower. I think it must be the jacket that just wrecks everybody.
It's got to be. 40 pounds light finally gets to the lead. Ayers now. He takes the white flag. Let's see if Ayers can get him. Doesn't even try to turn. He's going to shit can him.
I love that.
Great job by Ryan Ayers. Flat Air Force ones it off the corner, and that opens the door for Austin Compton.
Austin Compton, our points leader, and Flying Ryan Ayers cuts the curve. Ooh, not going to do it.
Compton takes the win. Let's go down and talk to him. Fuck that guy in the eight.
Dude, that
He was
guy's
being
a total
douchebag. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and you can see he's yelling at him, and he has every right to be.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't blame Ryan Ayers at all.
Yeah.
That's go-karters for you.
Yeah.
That's the go-kart people.
Hell
That's the
outta here.
people we're trying to get rid of.
Austin Compton pulled a horseshoe out of your ass somehow and got the win. Talk about that one. That was pretty wild.
It was rough. It was what we expected coming into the road course. I just tried holding my own and being smart so I could gain points. I had some guys telling me how far Shaw was, so I kind of tried to stay calm, but I got run over a few times and let my temper get to me and fell back, but we recovered. We was there at the end where we needed to be to bring home the win.
Of course, your teammate Zach got the hell beat out of him, lost the right side door. Besides, he still got his left arm intact. Don't know how he's going to crew chief for the Super this weekend, but I don't know. It's all road course racing, ain't it?
Yeah, it is. It shakes up the points a lot. I mean, you got to be on your A game here. It's a whole different ball game, and we enjoyed it. That's for sure.
Austin Compton, winner here of the Pro Cup Series race DNQ road course. Ryan Ayers, second place finish. Well, safe to say in that whole race, you got the shit beat out of you. You beat the shit out of other people. Just taking and giving.
Yeah, it is what it is. Probably should have won it with that 5 to go restart, and just got moved, I think, with 2 to go or whatever it is. So fed it back. We're all good. So happy for Compton. Another good point save for us. So we'll move on with the last race, and just want to thank Welch for letting me drive this thing this year. Had a blast. So let's move on.
Move on to run open wheel modified flying around air, second place finish.
All right, final results. Austin Compton's. I mean, what a finish.
Yeah, took some dirty intercourse ahead of him for him to get there, but he got it done.
Man, like 2 hippies at a 4-day fish show. It stunk, that one guy there. It was terrible. But Compton ended up getting it done all his own. Ayers had a good run. Yost and O'Neill, I'd never called his name before, brought it home. P4, good run for him.
Man, what a great night. Our next race is the Hoosier Tire Fall Final. And man, this season's been so exciting. We've got some points races that we are coming after and that we're going to watch very closely coming into the final race of the year. But excited to finish this season off. It's been a pretty good year.
It has, and it's wrapping up in great fashion like it always does. But there's some couple, well, we got the Fall Final, and then we got the Hoosier Classic coming up. 2 amazing races that I can't wait to be a part of. So if you thought this intercourse was great, wait until you win one of them.
It's that Hoosier race is going to be amazing. I hope everyone that runs treads already, even some guys that haven't tried it yet, come out and run that race. It'll be the best of the best. It'll really be some bragging rights on the line here. So I hope we have a huge turnout. We end up sending a lot of people home with B mains because the racing is going to be great.
And then after that, after the season's over, we have the Nationals, DNQ Nationals, and it'll be the Josh Long Memorial Race, 71-lap dash series race in memory of Josh Long, and a great way to commemorate him. And a lot of the money that we're going to take in from that event is going to go towards his family.
Yeah, great way to honor a great competitor in DNQ. Lost him in a terrible way, so the least we could do is help out his family and honor his name.
It was great to see all the outpouring of support and people who follow DNQ, just offer their well wishes and their condolences in support of Josh, who was by all accounts a great guy and well respected in the pits and in life in general. So it'll be a cool event to honor him and do some good work towards charity here.
Well, we want to thank you guys for tuning in, and we're with Josh and his family, and we're always here for him. So we're thinking of you, Josh, and your family, and we'll continue to support you and your family as much as we can. Thank you guys for tuning in, and we'll see you guys at the next race.